My husband Jacob 36 cheated on me 30 for F with his coworker, and the way I found out shattered everything I believed about us. The excuses piled up. Working late, client dinner, traffic. At first, I told myself I was imagining it. I even brought it up gently once, over dinner. He looked me straight in the eye and said, "You're being paranoid. You know I'd never do that to you." I wanted to believe him. God, I needed to. But one Friday night, everything changed. He told me he had a late meeting with a potential client at a downtown bar. I didn't think much of it until I ran into one of his coworkers, Mia, while picking up takeout. She smiled and said, "Oh, are you meeting up with them too?" My stomach dropped. "Who?" I asked. She frowned. "Jacob and Hannah. They said they were grabbing drinks tonight." That was it. The world tilted. I drove downtown, heart pounding so hard I could hear it. When I pulled up near the bar, I saw them through the big front window. They were sitting in a booth, his hand resting on hers, both of them laughing the kind of laugh that used to belong to us. Then I saw him brush a strand of hair from her face. The look in his eyes wasn't professional. It was tender, familiar. I didn't go in. I sat in my car until my hands stopped shaking enough to drive home. When he came in that night around midnight, smelling faintly of her perfume, he said, "Sorry, dinner ran long." I looked at him and said quietly, "I saw you." He froze. Then his face crumpled. "Emily, please." The confession poured out in fragments. He'd been confused. It just happened. They'd been working late together, sharing dinners, venting about stress, and one night, they did it in the bedroom of her apartment. And then it happened again, and again, for almost 6 months. I remember sitting on the edge of the bed, listening to him talk like he was describing someone else's life. The man I loved, my husband, my best friend, had been living a double life. When I told him to pack a bag and leave, he cried. I didn't. I just stared at the wall while he gathered his things.
Click on our profile for part 3.